Hey man, it's DTM here, and this is going to be the last video I get to make for a while. I uploaded a few other ones, but today is just going to chill out. I'm actually going to make some beauty milk. I don't know if I've ever done this on a video before. I may or may not have done it one other time quite a while back, but the beauty milk is awesome. I'm not really in any hurry. I'm not in any particular state of mind to really get super deep on the education. More like a chill out with DTM. But I am going to have my breakfast because I just did a really long, super powerful live Zoom hangout / class. It ended up being it was supposed to be just a live Zoom hangout, and I did get a chance to talk to everybody on the Elite Video Club and answer a lot of questions, but I also pretty much got on fire too about some of the education, and just spit some fire there for a while, and then we hung out, and then I made a video kind of promoting the Elite Video Club. You may have seen that by now or not, but anyhow, this is just some beauty milk. But before I get started, I'm going to have my breakfast because it's 3 o'clock, and this is my time for breakfast. Because I've been grinding, dude, and I woke up this morning. It's funny as hell. I'm in this new apartment, right? And I woke up this morning at 2:30 with this Bulgarian folk music just blasting through the wall, dude. And I'm like, oh no, because that other apartment, what's so crazy is I can see my other apartment from here. I never even thought about that. From right where I'm at, I can see my other old apartment right there, my two windows. It's not my apartment anymore. I just gave the keys back and I moved in here, and I've been schlepping and grinding for weeks. And then the last few days is been moving down 3 flights of stairs across the way here, and then up 3 flights of stairs, and cleaning both places and everything else. But anyhow, last night I was exhausted, right? After so many days of going to bed late, waking up early, and then last night 2:30 in the morning, just the strangest sounding music. I can't even describe it to you, and I really hope it's just a one-off, or we're going to have problems. But anyways, I moved from that bedroom over there to this bedroom over here, and then there's no Bulgarian folk music in this room. Anyhow, I'm going to have my breakfast, and then we're going to catch up on, it's New Year's Eve, and I'm going to have some breakfast, and then I'm going to upload some videos, and then I'm going to go get a salad and just relax tonight. But this is my OJ. I made it this morning. I like it when it's nice and cool, even though it's freezing and it's cold outside. I'm not used to all this stuff. Bring me back to the tropics, baby. Oh, that was another thing. Everyone had a million questions. Dan McDonald, where are you? I'm actually in Arizona, and I moved from Kauai temporarily. The whole mask thing over there, it's like a blue state. The blue states are crumbling. Hawaii may not be as affected in certain ways, like the nature and stuff. And Hawaii is also kind of the stomping grounds for the globalists. It's like a little playground over there. So it's got some special energy to it. But as far as the communism on the people and the liberalism of the fear, it pretty much blows me away. I like freedom. I don't need anybody to tell me how to live or what to think or to be afraid or anything like that. That's just me. People think I'm irresponsible because I'll never take, microscopic and nanoscopic synthetic artificial inorganic substances into my arm. But I think I'm pretty smart. I've been studying that subject for 25 years, and I don't think it's irresponsible to tell people that there's no way in hell that I'll ever allow anyone ever to inject me with anything. Unless it's like an IV and I've been in the desert in 100-degree heat for 3 weeks. You can put an IV in my arm just long enough for me to get hydrated, come back to life. Then in about 15 minutes, I'm going down to the local organic green juice bar, and then I'll take care of it from there myself. Can you dig it? So like I always say, emergency medicine is cool, but don't get sucked up into the trap. It's a sickness and death cult. that runs the whole world. They love chemicals as much as they can spray in the water, on the food. Chemicals, chemicals, chemicals. They love it. They worship it because they know that the chemicals in all their various forms are destructive and inimical to life, and they really thrive on that. They really, really thrive on sickness, sadness, suffering, death, and pain. But there's another world, and that is the world of life and light and truth and peace and joy and bliss. And that world exists too. In fact, that world is much more real. But you actually have to do the work of purifying yourself in order to see that. And to get rid of the pleasures of the world, to make room for the bliss of the self, is a very rare thing indeed. But as soon as you begin to truly understand it, you can begin to relinquish your addictions and attachments to pleasures, the short-term pleasures, and you can begin to establish yourself in the way which leads to fulfillment. So I'm going to have my little OJ with my cleanse. Just like everybody else, I like to start the new year off with a short little fast. So whenever I do any kind of water fasting, not necessarily for like one day, but anything longer than 3 days, I like to prepare the colon, if you will, properly. This is one good tip and trick for everybody. It's a little late now since it's New Year's Eve and you're starting your New Year's resolution fast tomorrow. But the cleanse is always good to have on hand to cleanse and clear the gastrointestinal tract, because if you don't cleanse and clear the gastrointestinal tract with diet and an herbal formula, then there's a lot of fermenting and bloating and gas that you could otherwise eliminate, and then the body can go more quickly into the most modern term for it is autophagy, which is actually the detoxification, which is actually the divine intelligence just removing substances out of the way so that the blood flow, the nerve flow, and the lymph flow can go back to its original and pristine state when you were a little newborn baby before your mama started poisoning you with all that soy formula and crap like that. But anyhow, it's a very good idea, and it makes the fasting experience much more pleasant when the gastrointestinal tract has been cleansed. So I'm gonna go a little heavier on that. You can't see anything. I'm over here. Anyways, I got this new little kitchen. That's why I got this apartment, the lighting and the kitchen here. It's gonna be an academy next year. In the spring, I'm gonna start it up because I'm gonna be doing a lot of work. I gotta go back to work for a couple more months, and then I think it looks like I'm gonna be able to pull this thing off on the YouTube and the not necessarily the social media. Of course, I'm putting all my eggs in that YouTube basket, and then the thought just popped into my head: don't do that, dummy, because they could pull your ripcord at any moment. But anyways, I'm still here. It's a miracle, but I've learned to be quiet. Everyone's like, you're afraid. I was like, I'm not afraid. I'm just smart. What's the point? I mean, those who know, and those who don't, then I got to listen to all them talk about how irresponsible I am for being extremely more advanced in intelligence and understanding as to what's going on than they are. You know, they're like, polio, polio, polio. What about polio? Nobody knows anything about polio, especially if you think that you can, if a disease is caused by chemicals, if a disease is caused by synthetic chemicals, is more synthetic chemicals going to help? Come on, man. We're like sleepwalking zombies around here, stuffing ourselves with like all these pills and surgeries and cutting out our organs and stuff. It's not our organs' fault. They didn't do anything wrong. It was the bad choices that were made in ignorance or whatever, but come out from behind your ignorance and into the light of the sun and see that it's your choices, and it's our diversion from the natural laws of life. And now we got to do all this weird crazy stuff. I know I do a lot of weird crazy stuff, and people are going to give me a hard time for like doing my job, which is I work for Paradigm, and I have my own elite video club. Those are my jobs that I have, and I'm going to just continue to do that, because people need a foundation. They need a program. They need a protocol. They don't know what to do, and they need a lifestyle. And this lifestyle works fantastically well to keep you on track, to keep your gut amazingly healthy. The things I'm going to share with you today. One of them being this cleanse powder, which needs to be a double dose today, because I'm going to do a little water fast starting tomorrow, and I just don't want to have the gunk and the junk and the slime and the sludge. So the cleanse will clean you out. So if you're working on like losing weight or detoxifying your body, I mean, the levels of regeneration that are available to us are light years beyond where most of us are, but it can be done. You can get well. You can reverse a lot of chronic conditions and stuff like that. You can feel better, you know. But you got to do the work, and you got to align yourself with the natural laws, and then you have to become aware of the one law within you, and then you be that, and then that's the harmony and the wholeness that already exists within you. You don't have to do anything. You don't earn it by good merit. You already are it. And that's the problem with religions and a lot of spiritual stuff too. I mean, you already are it. The only work you need to do is remove the doubt. Just allow the doubt to go away. As long as there's doubt there, you will not be free, you know? But if you just are faith, and you live in faith and walk in faith like it's an eternal rock, then you'll find that that's what's already in you, and you don't gain it by merit. It's already there. It's simply realized. What's there is simply realized. And so you already are what you seek, you know? And now if you want to play in this world because you're trapped in a meat suit and you want to make the best of it, now you just create. You know, you can create health or money, or you could create an awesome relationship, or you could create an awesome many relationships, or whatever you want to do, you know. So this is my little cleanse. This is my breakfast. Can you dig it? Praise the Lord. Fresh OJ, man, right off the trees. Got the microphone over here on my hat. The sound in here is better. When I come back to YouTube, I'm going to try to get some carpet, and I think can you hear that sound? And it kind of pops and it's weird, but I think if I put some carpet, it'll probably lower that substantially. And then if I have to, I'll even put couple blankets up on the walls. You know, I don't think it's doing it in here, no, but it's just out here in this area, and the other place was a lot worse. So anyhow, I'm trying to do the best I can, but this is my favorite thing so far. The sink right here, the juicer right here, that way I can juice continually without having to empty the thing, and then when the video's over, I can just scoop it all out and put it in the compost, you know. But for now, and I'm going to be able to, I'll get the dehydrator back here. I got the distiller here now, but I don't like it because it's loud. I'm going to try to put it somewhere else, maybe back here, and just close the door, put a little stand there, something for the distiller, which then I restructure with shilajit, a piece of salt, a little essential oil, a little drop of lemon, whatever you want to put it on a key code. But I'll have the dehydrator over here. I'll have the Vitamix and the food processor over here, and then I can just do the academy right here teaching raw foods. Just raw foods. It's just cool, man. It's just one spoke on the wheel, but it's a really cool one, and everyone loves food. And I'm glad that I went on the food trip, because everybody loves food, and it's like this novelty thing, and then you can kind of grow a thing out of it and teach people about the way. And there's not just like, oh, I'm going to eat my way to the way, because again, through merit, you can't earn it. But there are certain aspects to diet that make it easier to meditate, to be clear, because you can dumb yourself down with food quite a bit and bog down. And once your gut begins to distend and there's all that fermentation, it's the fumes of indigestion that go into the brain and create the foggy, the fuzzy, and the clarity is more better. The clarity is awesome, and that's what we want to get. And so that's what we're doing with the various types of food. And I can see why people make the decisions they make, but if you can learn about the living foods and how to eat in a way that creates the clarity and the simplification of digestion, learning how to culturize things and learning how to food combine and, spacing out your meals and fasting and, all the other aspects of your life to balance those out too, so that the wheel and the spokes on the wheel are all equal and level. Because if there's one or two spokes that are longer or shorter than the others, it's going to be a jalopy, right? Your life is going to be chunky and clunky. Once you get all the spokes on the wheel balanced out and harmonized, smooth sailing. And that's what we're trying to do. Some of us have different levels of the spokes on the wheel that we really need to learn how to balance out. It's self-love, and it's a little bit more discipline, a little less discipline and rigidity. I mean, it depends on what you're dealing with, but what you're looking for is that perfectly round circle. Can you dig it? Because it's got to be smooth, because otherwise you get tired and you're out of your flow, and it's not smooth, and it's chunky, and it's stressful. But if you can get a nice pattern going in your life, you can really get stuff done that you want to get done, whatever that is, whatever your dream is, whatever your purpose and goals are. Now, this stuff thickens up right quick, dude. I get in trouble for slurping and slopping, but today I'm gonna make a what the hell is it called? Oh yeah, beauty milk. And because I'm gonna make some yogurt. Surprise, surprise, because I need to have that for my salad tonight. I'm going to make a nice coconut almond yogurt dressing. And then I'll probably have the beauty milk for dessert. Because I like to drink Gorilla milk or beauty milk or energy milk or monkey milk for dessert. Or to cap off. Can you dig it? High Vibe Live Foods, man. High vibrational mind. Clarity and purity. Yes, roots. Hanging out with DTM, dude, because people love the long ones where I'm just chilling. I'm like, okay, good enough. We had a 3-hour-long class today. It was dope, dude. Best class we ever had. Did a little advertisement there. Hope it doesn't grow too much. I'm already kind of overwhelmed with stuff. Anyhow, let's make some milk. Can you dig it? What do you got, DTM? I got 2 cups of almonds. Right there. I got 2 cups of coconut meat. Right there. I got 2 cups of coconut water. Can you dig it? I got the Life Essentials here, which is the vitamin E, tocotrienols, all 22 essential amino acids. Everybody loves tocotrienols, right? Eat it right out of the bag. That's how delicious it is. Like, take a 1/4 cup of that, and then I take about a 1/4 cup of the Pyridine Raw Life Protein. We call it the Pyridine Natural Protein, made out of peas and hemp and goji berry protein and protease and inulin. It's quite a ingenious formula. I didn't come up with it myself, but whoever did is real smart. And then I take the just a little bit of Life Biotic, the probiotic, to make it. I don't ever use the scooper, but that little scoop there. And then if you're culturizing food, this thing will last you for 6 months. It could make you could make it last a year if you wanted, but I kind of go a little heavier. I like a quick culture. Just a little dash of the prebiotics. And then you wheel it up, baby. And then you got some coconut almond yogurt. Okay, that's it. Nice, nice, nice. So that is the first step. That orange juice is like nectar. When you make orange juice through this, you get a lot more of the nutrition in the cellulose. And so you make like these, it's like orange syrup. Instead of like just the high liquid that squeezes out, you put it through here and you get a lot more of the polyphenols and that white pithy nutrition around the outside. And it's like a nice thick, it's like a liquid sunlight, baby. That's what this is. Orange juice is like an antidepressant because the oranges come in the wintertime. You see what I'm saying? When everyone's like, oh, it's so sad. And then you got the oranges. And you need a little bit of liquid sunlight. You're like, hey, not too bad, baby. So here's this. Oh, it's still pretty thick. But no, this will be my dressing for tonight. And I'll leave the rest of that in there. And I'm just going to I'm just going to add another coconut water and thin it out a little bit to make a, so that was yogurt. Now this is going to be the coconut. That's a weird looking. I think it's okay. Make sure, because you don't want to, so you got to always test. If something doesn't seem quite right, okay, it's cool. It just didn't look right from the top because there's no meat. So I was like, okay, wait, so there's no meat in this coconut. It's a real baby coconut. And so it's good, but it's good though. So then I'm just going to take that and make a nice coconut almond milk. Cool. Beautiful. And next is the next phase of our journey is going to be the juice aspect of it. So this is what makes this beauty milk. There's gorilla milk, monkey milk, energy milk. This is beauty milk, man. And it's got carrot, celery, apple, cucumber, and beet. Okay, you'll see how cool this is. So this is the Green Star Pro. You can call up Phil at Paradigm and order one of these. So it looks like we have re-inspired the Life Regeneration Army, because I got a lot of great comments and people are talking about getting back on track. And I got a lot of new patrons that I just met today, and it was really awesome. And I've got a lot of consults, and people are stoked, you know, they just want to get healthy, and you can get healthy and you can really have an awesome life if you manage, like I said, all the spokes on the wheel and do it well. The diet is extremely helpful. The diet can be an amazing tool for sure of awareness and opportunity for discipline, but not hard discipline. It's just a joyful discipline because you're tired of suffering. And then you're like, well, I know what that other road leads. That's the wide road that leads to death. And you can let everybody else go on that path. But if you're interested in life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, then taking care of your body through what you eat, especially in this society where you got a bunch of psychopaths trying to poison everything all the time. It's the corporate chemical consciousness, and it goes way, way back, baby. And their plan is just to get as much chemicals into society as possible. And if you can directly inject it into them, then all the better. And you can see the diminishment of humanity, but there is small movement of regeneration on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual planes, so that you can live in the light, you know? Look at these beets. This makes the juice portion. This would make a great juice by itself, of course. But it's also just very beautiful in color when it's all said and done. You'll see that in a minute. So everything's cool, man. It's New Year's Eve. I got a bunch of videos to upload. It takes forever. I'll be doing it all weekend, but then I got to go to a family reunion tomorrow, so I'll be gone for the week, and then I got to go back to my full-time job next week, and my little holiday vacation is over. But I made a bunch of videos, and it looks like with the Google AdSense and the Patreon and the Paradigm, I might be able to swing this thing. You know, I'm not trying to get a boat. I do kind of need a new car. I need like a 4-wheel drive. I sold my truck, and I'd like to get another truck. But I'm kind of stoked about this little tiny 4-cylinder. It's like a tin can on wheels. But it's been a reliable car so far. I bought it to drive around the U.S. to look for a place to live. I do want to go back to Kauai, but I'm just not digging the communism right now, dude. It's not my thing. And people are like, it's not communism, it's just stay safe. Just be safe. I am safe. And even when I am dead, I'll be safe. You know what I mean? There's nothing to be afraid of. And so it's given people that never had any virtues a chance to be virtuous, to be so much more aware of sickness than, you know, sickness is a virtue. It's like, I'm healthy, dude. I don't have to worry about anything. I'll never get this. Well, what about grandma? Well, grandma needs to quit drinking and smoking and eating ham and cheese biscuits. That's the reason why your grandma gets sick. Not because of anything I do. I'm radiantly healthy. I'm not going to transmit anything to her except a high vibration. Okay? And she should follow what I do. So everybody went crazy. I already know. You know, so I don't listen to nobody. I listen to myself. Period. The end. It's over. There's nothing more to say. So that's a little bit more juice than I needed, because I like to, it's better when it's half and half. But then I add just add the almond coconut milk. So it's a little bit, there should have been about another, about 16 more ounces. But what it did is, though, it turned out to be 2 quarts. So watch this. Oh, you can turn the juicer off, homie. Anyways, you're chilling with DTM. I'm not doing nothing profound today. Some of the other videos I was more laser point. I can just get up here and do this thing and talk all day. But the thing is it's kind of cool. Like, look, man. I mean, there are nuggets, tidbits, and whatnot. But I see the Google AdSense is going up, and so it's like I just let them choose what kind of advertisements they want to put on there or whatever. And the Google AdSense is kind of like, oh, wow, I could really, if I just keep on pumping it, I could probably get this thing to go again like it used to be back in the old days. I was doing good, man. I was getting like 2, 3, 4, 500 subscribers a day. And, I had all kinds of, income streams and stuff. And then it just, once Google went to pharmaceutical, which Alphabet, Google's parent company, bought a bunch of pharmaceutical companies, 2 pharmaceutical companies, and That's when they said, oh, we got to get rid of all these stupid health people. Then they just knocked us down. You know what I'm saying? Way down in the algorithms. So we just started eking by, and then they launched the pandemic, and it just went worse. Because we already knew, there's nothing to worry about. It's not real. Don't sweat the small shit. You know what I'm saying? But people are so virtuously, they just love narratives because it's the tin can consciousness of the sardines. Everyone think the same. Do what you are told. Do not think outside the box. Put your brain on a train track and go forward. Doo-doo. Global warming is coming. Climate change, pandemic, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid. They get, stuck. And so it's cool, man. I'm not trying to make fun of anyone. I'm just saying, like, you're not going to affect me. No matter how much you love injecting yourself with synthetic chemicals, I will never love that. Never. Never, 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 never. No matter how many lies you tell and how many times you repeat your slogans, you will never convince me because you have no intellectual, intelligent, rational or reasonable argument to explain the mechanisms of how doing so could be a benefit. What are the mechanisms to intramuscular infusions of synthetic isolated chemicals that are all known to be inimical to your biological functions? Someone explain to me. I will listen. Oh, there isn't one? Just do it. It's what they say. It's science. Whose science? Explain the science to me. How does it benefit me? Explain it to me, the mechanisms. How does it benefit my body? How does it make me healthier? Just shut up and listen to the doctors and the scientists. Hell no. I don't listen to doctors, not for my health. I don't listen to scientists for my truth. Can you dig it? Everything is an industry these days, folks. And so the profit is in the sickness. Profit is in the falsehood. Because the truth is free. You already are it. Believe me, trying to make a living telling the truth. Now, off the fraudulent falsehood and deception of Coca-Cola, pizza, parties, drinking, cigarettes, alcohol, and things that are detrimental, those are extremely profitable. What does it cost them? 4 cents to make a can of Coke, and they sell it to you for what, $1? I mean, they're making some money, dude. What does it cost? 5, 8, 12, 15 cents to make one of those pills, and they sell it to you for $8? I mean, and it doesn't really do you any good. And then people don't value the truth. But I had a lot of value on my Elite Video Club today from my patrons. They were just like, we value you, dude, and we're glad to pay this. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking for those who value what I'm doing here, to take my time to set this stuff up and take the time to do this and then upload and manage all the craziness, really. So it's a win-win, and I just ignore all the people that I know they don't understand. They believe in their own the narrative. I don't believe in any of it. I don't really believe in any of it. And when the aliens come, I'm not going to believe in that either. Blah, blah, blah. Because it's always the same thing, but nothing really has ever changed. All the truth that was available to you 1,000,000 years ago is available to you now. But believe me, the narrative 1,000,000 years ago was a lot different. Ag and Thack were arguing over, should we take these tusks and make weapons out of them or not? No, you shouldn't, because weapons are bad and they'll hurt people. And then the other guy was like, no, these ivory weapons made out of these tusks, these woolly mammoth tusks will be great. And that was the narrative back then, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now the narrative is different, but the truth is always the truth. And that's why I roll with the truth, because it never changes. It always stays the same. Then you're safe, sound, and secure for all of eternity. Can you dig it? Oh, that is good. So I got a mess to clean up, I got videos to upload. I got a salad to make, a movie to watch, and I am going to bed early tonight. And I will wake up for meditation, but then I'm going to skip yoga. I'm going to lay back down in bed, and I'm going to rest these bones. Happy New Year. Thank you for your love and support. I will be back soon to make some more videos. Same old thing over and over again. Crazy stuff. I'd take a drink of the milk, but that would be bad food combining. Can you dig it? But no, like seriously though, you can see the color from there. It's like beautiful. So you can see why it's called beauty milk. Shake that up. I mean, pure. Right? Look at that color, man. That is beauty milk. And that's got the carbs, the proteins, the vitamins, the minerals, the live, fresh, high vibration. It's gorgeous, man, is what it is. So, I wish I could say I'm exhausted, but I'm not. But I have been on the grind and sleeping like 4 hours a night. Usually I like to get like 6 or 7 at least. But now I'm going to chill out, hibernate for a little bit, and I will be back. I'll be back. The life reterminator. The life regenerator, not the life terminator. That's old William Gates. Can you dig it, Mr. Microsoft? Mr. Microsoft, I'm Mr. Macro Hard. Oh, Life Rejuvenator, you're stepping over the line, dude. You're going too far with all this. No, man, relax, dude. Everybody just needs to chill out, relax, have fun. We're on this little tiny spinning marble. It's smaller than a megapixel on your computer screen. I mean, Earth wouldn't even show up as a megapixel on a gigantic, the biggest big screen TV in the world, So our problems, as dramatic as they seem to us, are infinitesimally small in the scope of the entire big, beautiful universe. I should show cleanup sometime. People are like, oh, I don't like to clean up. It's like, I'd love to clean up. I love to prep it. I love to make it. I love to clean up and then get everything dialed in for the next meal, for the next video. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, I'm about to take a nice vacation. I'm going to go see my family. But then I'm going to be, then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to chill. And yeah, so I gotta get kind of caught up on like I've been just getting up at like 3 a.m. and just moving back and forth. But yeah, I was gonna say, I'm exhausted, but I'm not. I actually feel really great. But that's one of the benefits of this delicious live food and the yoga and the sleep and the meditation and the harmonizing of your life. I'm gonna shut up now. It's been a long day. 2:30 in the morning. Bulgarian folk music. Let's hope that doesn't happen tonight. Happy New Year's. Have a great day. Achieve your goals. Set the bar high. And then create a plan of action steps, and then follow those steps. And then create your masterpiece of a life. Can you dig it, baby? I'll see y'all soon. I really, 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 really appreciate all the good vibes. Bless you, bless you, bless you. 39, 44, 39, 39, 49. We'll go to 40. Peace. Numbers.